What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are streaming today. We're gonna have a little bit of fun because I don't know, I'm just kind of in the mood to play some janky stuff and hang out and talk with you guys. So that's what we're gonna do today. Normally we would be doing like standard gameplay or something like that. I feel like I've got a bit bored with standard, to be honest. Not that it's bad. It's just, you know, we've kind of figured it out enough that it's not as interesting as maybe it used to be. So I thought we would try something a little bit different. We'll talk about that in a second. Before we do, though, I just want to, first of all, thank everybody so much. We have been putting up quite a bit of cards. In fact, I've got more of a stack here that I have to throw up on TCG Player. The link for which is in or on our website. You can also just search It Resolves on TCG Player and hang out. Henry, what's up, man? And it's a really fun time. I've been hey, look at that, we actually have chat working. It took a little while. Henry, how you doing today, buddy? But yes, we've been working really hard to get a bunch of cards up there, and you guys have been picking them up, so thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. If you are interested in any of those cards, feel free to go look over there. We've got plenty of stuff up. Gotta go take a final, but enjoy the stream, Henry. I will. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you at least stopping by for a second, and I wish you the best of luck on your final. I hope it goes well, man. I really hope it goes well. We're gonna chat about the deck real quick. This is Mirror March, which if you've been a fan of the channel for at least some amount of time, you probably know how much I love this card. I think this card's amazing. It is, excuse me, potentially my favorite historic card because it's completely random, completely silly, and not that good, which is all the criteria I need for a fun card. So the idea is pretty simple. Try and get this out and then take over the game with a bunch of tokens. That does have an element of luck to it, of course, but I think it will still be fun. Now, I should say, this is based off of an MTG Goldfish list. However, I did swap a few things around. Weirdly, I took out Goldspan Dragon, which arguably is one of the better cards for the deck, but for whatever reason, my client was acting up, and it was saying that Goldspan Dragon wasn't correct in the deck or something like that. Might be because of the new alchemy stuff, so I might have just missed the mark there. But more importantly, what I did instead is put in Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, which is a card that essentially is an alternate win condition. It's very easy with Risen Reef to draw our entire deck. In which case, having that Jace, Wielder of Mysteries could be very helpful, because that'll win us the game. But we also have Wily Goblin, which is kind of a silly one, I know, but the threshold for getting extra treasure tokens here is pretty low. We only need, like, one copy of this to be able to pay for itself. And by that, I mean, if we have Mirror March out, we play a Wily Goblin. If we get one flip that is correct, we actually get enough mana to pay for the Wily Goblin that we have just played, which is more than enough to then continue on that game plan. We've got Prosperous Innkeeper, things like that in here, but really Risen Reef is the big one. We're going to try and get this down. We're going to try and copy it, and hopefully do some fun stuff. So, I don't know. I really love this deck. I think it's fun. Terror of the Peaks is in here. It is able to just kind of burn the opponent out at some point if we see fit. So that's really nice as well. But yeah, we're just gonna hang out for a little while, play this deck, have some fun, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I hope you guys have a fantastic time hanging out with me. Let's go ahead and do this. I was also looking. Did it post? It did. Okay. Okay. So we're also testing things out a little bit because we did set up in Discord the notifications for the live stream. So I'm glad that that's working. It is in there. If you're not a member of our Discord, please go check it out. It's a great place to hang out. We've got a really awesome community. Very fortunate. Looks like we're in to game one here. See how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I do have to pre-record also for tomorrow's interesting. I'm gonna keep it for tomorrow's challenge week submission. Unfortunately, I'm a little behind there, just because it's been a busy week. It's the week before Christmas. Like, stuff's gonna get kind of crazy. Did we bot match, or is this actually goblins? Let's do this. Get that food token. I'm just gonna throw out the Ketria Triome. It's easy enough. And let's see what happens. Worth noting, this deck is not actually good, like at all. It's very fun, don't get me wrong, but it's not necessarily good. And so just something to keep in mind. Let's throw you out. It's gonna give us a treasure token, does get us a little bit closer to what we need to get to. We'll throw Steam Vents out. And hopefully next turn, actually, next turn we can just drop Terror of the Peaks, or Mirror March, actually. I guess we can just drop Mirror March. I mean, that's probably just the play, is to drop that Mirror March, so might as well. Let's go ahead and block here. Gonna take a little bit of damage, but that is okay. I'm gonna play this out for red. We're gonna go ahead and play the Mirror March and just hope we live next turn. The Terror of the Peaks coming down could be really good. Could be very good. Alright, gonna take a bit of a hit here for 4. Kind of sucks, but again, it's not the end of the world. Okay, light up the stage, sure. Oh, this is a Dreadhorde Arcanist deck. Ooh. Dude, that's kind of sick. All right. Ooh, there's the Risen Reef. Yeah, I really like that. I think we take the safe bets. And we're gonna go for the Risen Reef play. This is not necessarily the best play for sure, but oh no, and we didn't actually get anything. That kind of sucks. If we had gotten like one thing, that could have been helpful, but it's all good. I didn't want to shock ourselves with the land, to be honest. I felt like that was kind of a rough option. Now next turn, if we do get any flips off of the Terror of the Peaks, we can really do some work, so I'm kind of stoked to see if that works. We're taking a lot of damage here. 5, and then they get to shock, I'm assuming just us, okay. Let's do this, and I think we just do this. We kind of have to block, sadly. If we don't, we're probably just gonna die, so I think that that's just the right call. Oh, and we just die anyway. Well, what in the world? What was the point, honestly? All right, let's jump into a game 2. Sad day, we didn't get there. I believe in us, though. This deck is like one of those that can go over the top like crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not good, but it's fun. I like fun. Fun a lot. Alright. See what we can do. Alright, let's see what we get. Honestly, not a great hand, but really kind of a keepable. I don't love it. But what we're able to do is play these as land. So, and there is no red, I know, but like, got the Gilded Goose to give us red if we need it. I don't know, we're gonna try it. Neither one of our opening hands has been particularly good. I'm gonna drop this out first. Guess what we could have done is Breeding Pool, shock ourselves, play Gilded Goose, but I feel like that's not that good. So it would have helped against this. Yep. Okay, let's do that. Let's Gilded Goose. Gonna give us a food token here. I would have really liked a Prosperous Innkeeper or something. Christian, yeah, we should have mulled. How you doing, by the way? Good to see you. I feel like there's a massive delay on the stream. And it's not set to have a massive delay at all. We're taking it. Bad mistake, but that's fine. Alright. I want to keep this around because we kind of need every ounce of mana that we can get. Curious to see what the opponent does. Oh, well, we should have blocked. Okay. I mean, that sucks, but like, it is what it is. We can't really do too much about that. They gotta skewer the critics as well. Good. Well, there's the big one. We have absolutely nothing we can do except this, really. It's pretty bad. That's a bad draw. Here we are. Not much else we can do. Christian, how you doing today, buddy? What are you up to on this fine Tuesday? I am gonna block now. They have more removal, I'm sure. Ow, okay. Ow. Yep. I mean, this doesn't do anything. Currently doing finals and upgrading my self-mill deck. Ooh, Christian, tell me about this self-mill deck. I'm not interested in your finals at all. No, I'm just kidding. I wish you the best of luck on your finals, dude. Finals are hard. Yep. Gonna go ahead and sack this just to gain some life. What, in the interest of fairness, what finals do you have as well? I wish you the best of luck. Alright. Feel like a Prosperous Innkeeper would have maybe gained us some life. Oh, god. Now we're super dead. We're just not that game. Just not the game. That's okay. Doesn't need to be. Don't need to win every time. We just need to win once to show how cool that can be. We'll get there. Hey, we leveled up. Could be worse. All right, let's see what we can do. Believe in us. Let's see. How to take a sludge monster out of my deck? What do you recommend I put in? Is this, I assume, Christian, this is standard? Yeah, I mean, this is a keep. Go ahead and do this. If I had to take... What's the... Are you blue-black? I have a finals in a computer class biology hat. Oh, god. Got tons of stuff. Maybe this is a bad idea. You have a lot of finals, dude. That sucks. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. Go ahead and enter that tapped. The reason I want to get this Risen Reef, by the way, down, the Florahedrons are elementals, and so they trigger off the Risen Reef. So it's very worth it to get this down as early as you can. Granted, we're against what I can only assume to be mono black, so chances are... It was a self-build deck you played yesterday. Oh, that deck. Good question. Very good question. What would I replace with... Throw this out as a link. I don't know offhand. The Cynic Self. What would you? I think what's in green good to run. I mean, blue might have better options than Sludge Monster. Sludge Monster I think is kind of good, but it's so particular against like, your heavy decks. There's a lot of stuff that just it doesn't do anything against, unfortunately. Here's the Meat Hook Massacre, of course. Crimson Vow clone might fit the Doctor. That's not a bad idea. By the way, Doctor, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I mean that could work. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this. Any kind of clone effect is generally somewhat useful, at the very least. Especially if it clones anything on the field. As in, like, your opponent's creatures or your own. Because then, at the very least, if you are against a creature deck, you've got, like, good, solid options. Regardless of what they do. I think it's relevant. Good Timeless Witness. I kind of don't love that, though. I don't even have enough blue mana for this quite yet. Huh. Do you just Timeless Witness? Doesn't seem great. Already have that in the deck. If you want to, I think... the Disturbed side on a Risen Reef? Oh, where you just like copy it endlessly. Yeah, that's actually in this deck as well. Right here. Yeah, that can get really ridiculous. I'm actually not gonna block. I don't want them to be able to kill any of our stuff because all of it's really good. Let's go ahead and drop that Risen Reef. Fix. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna copy as many Risen Reefs as I can, I think. There's a Florahedron. We definitely just throw the steam vents out. And I'll pass. Happens. I feel like Risen Reef would be really fun in that deck, Christian. Like, if you could abuse that, that would be really sick. So how likely are they to sweep this turn? I'll block that. I don't really care if the Eternal Witness has... Timeless Witness, excuse me. If they would have sweep this turn, they could sweep this turn. But this is going to allow us to pull stuff back at some point. And it's eternalized, so it comes back as a 4/4. Which is a lot better than the 1/1s and 2/2s that we've got there. Alright, opponent, what you got? Yep, there it is. I'll have to see. Yeah, Christian, I mean... there are certainly plenty of options. I actually really think doing some fun stuff with the Risen Reef could be quite good. Obviously, that's just because I think Risen Reef is amazing. But I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna copy the Terror. Because why not? I'm not. I'll play it. We're gonna want as much mana as we can when we do finally draw a Mirror March. The Terror might be difficult for them to deal with. It did exile like, everything. Not very. Alright, let's throw the Jace out first. I'm gonna make them build 2 cards. I know we've got the Witness. Did I say Eternal Witness again? I know we've got the Witness, but like filling the graveyard isn't a bad idea. But I kind of think at the moment I just want to hit him for a bunch. I don't know. That just seems right. We can block this little guy. A very interesting deck and one that I don't think is supremely great. Mainly built the deck to either be played for Night Challenge Week or the Stupid Reclamation Challenge Week. Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna block it with the Goblin. I don't care. And I think that it worked really well. Actually, I was kind of stoked about it. Again, just gonna mill them in case they get stuff off the top here. And we back and win. Easy enough. We did it. I think you could kind of mess around with it though, Christian. I'll be honest though, Grolnok in standard or in historic, excuse me, doesn't seem good enough. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe that proves me wrong. But if you're trying to be like competitive with it, I don't know that it's great. I do think it's a fun build around card. And again, Christian, your deck is a prime example of that. I thought that was hilariously fun. But competitive wise, I think it's all. That's just my view. Yeah, I mean, we keep this. We get turn 1 Gilded Goose into Florahedron or Glasspool, but I think it's definitely Florahedron. Oh, look! Mirror match? Something tells me it's not gonna be a mirror match. Let's drop that Gilded Goose. They're probably just on mono green. Like the way better version of any green right now. The mono green list easy right now. Not meant for competitive play. Just what yeah, and that's fair, Christian. If you're just looking to have fun, I think it's a great build. I honestly think that Risen Reef is essentially one of the cards too. I'm gonna do this. I don't particularly want to shock myself. This is gonna be a challenging one, I think. Yeah, we're gonna take 3. Now, of course, I'm okay blocking with the Gilded Goose, but I did want to use its mana. We were able to. Yep. Wow, that's very good. Kind of surprised they didn't. All right, let's do this. We can Glasspool Mimic. Janelle, what's up? FOY? FYI? Am I dumb? What does that mean? Let's do this. Get a food token. I'm not hip with BOY. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. I'm very good at this. Alright, let's see what happens. Obviously they just attack with some stuff. I think I block here. Save ourselves a little bit. I really want a good like mirror march turn, but we haven't found. I'm gonna throw this down. Chances are it doesn't live, is my guess. But I feel like we just kind of have to. They could just have another Night Pack Ambusher. At least I think we're just dead. Yeah, probably. There it is. Alright. Here we go. See what happens. Super dead here, to be honest. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're dead on the spot. That's fine. Let's jump into the next one. Janelle, how are you doing? I hope you're doing really well today. Great to have you here. Let's jump into it. Has anybody, just out of curiosity, has anybody tried alchemy yet? I actually haven't. I definitely said we were gonna try it, and then I haven't. I don't have that much of an interest in it. I'll be honest, it doesn't seem that interesting. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys have tried it and think it's amazing, and if I should try it, I'd like to give it a shot. I just haven't found it super interesting quite yet. We're gonna go this route. Chances are we try and get the Risen Reef down. So, phase 2, let's get that Risen Reef down now. Hopefully hit a land. Okay. I mean, that's fine too. Either way, Risen Reef is a win, so I'm super into that. Okay, do this first. Fix. That's very good, and I'll just drop the Gilded Goose, I think. Well, haven't done... I haven't. I don't like the idea of continually changing cards and making digital cards. Christian, I am kind of... Doctor, is it wild? Generic wild nonsense. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's... it doesn't seem like the right, in my view. Again, maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am. Truthfully, I really hope I am, but I just don't think it's going to be the case. I think it's definitely you. Probably. Either way, these cards are all fine. I will cycle this away. Just to see. We do need to dig further into the deck, and lands are not. So, worth noting at some point we can exile the Pyromancer, so get a couple more little guys. The added card effects can punch any deck up by swapping 2 cards. So, that's cool and all, but like, the fact that they can just change the format, like whenever, doesn't matter. It's just like whenever they want to, feels really weird. Again, maybe that's wrong. I'm terrified of the historic. Why are you terrified of historic? Historic's still. Nah, I kind of get it. I used to be very terrified of historic. I'm gonna hold on to the goblin. I kind of want to be able to copy it if we get the chance. Because that's one of the ways that we kind of keep the fires burning is without getting a bunch of treasure tokens. And I do need to create a food, I suppose. Okay. I mean, that sucks and all, but it's not the end of the world. What? Do this. This. And I'll pass. Doctor, why are you terrified of historic? What makes you so scared of historic? We're very quickly being out. You just need a mirror merge. Yeah. Okay. Yep. On the bright side, again, we can exile the. They're not attacking. Give me anything. All right. Guys, also, if you don't mind, I just ask that you consider, please don't feel like you have to, but please consider joining our YouTube membership. You don't have to by any means. I'm never gonna ask anybody to like have to do that, but if you are interested in doing so, it would really help us out a lot. It's very similar if you watch on Twitch. It's a very similar thing to just a Twitch Prime, or just a Twitch sub, I should. So please feel free if you're interested. This has... That's crazy. We have to take. Really sad. Was removal, copy casting, undying ego, and returning cards with bolus. It was already awesome nonsense. Adding the outfit pure. I love that. Oh, I got a timeless wit. Create a food. That sounds really fun, Doc. Not gonna lie. I'm into it. I don't know, we're dead. We're like super dead. Alright. Let's see what happens. Yep, there it is. Okay. Honestly, I wish paper formats would get as much attention as Arena is getting. Christian, I do and I don't. So, yes, I mean I do, but I think something that's very important to keep in mind is they are always going to now push digital a lot more than you, and that does make a lot of sense for a number of reasons. So first and foremost, obviously, yeah, we can. First and foremost, whether we like it or not, as like players, the future really does. All right, hold on. I will be right back, guys. We got to knock at our door. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that, guys. Amazon delivering Christmas presents and whatnot. Anyway, okay, so Christian, to talk about your thing, yes, paper formats are important. Digital formats are, in my opinion, at the very least, like kind of the way Wizards just has to go. You got to think about their competition, which is things like Hearthstone. Any kind of digital game is really their competition, or digital TCG. But all that to say, it's gonna be something that they're just gonna have to push towards. I mean, there's not really a good way around it, and it does make some sense that they're going to go that route, but it's a little difficult. Wish WotC would put as much attention into their card design as they would continually making new cards in form. Christian, yeah, I mean, again, I agree. I can't not agree with you, and I think it would be really nice to see a lot more, like, even balance, I think, is the best way to phrase that. This was a terrible keep. Why did I keep this? But I think from here on out, they're always going to tilt more digitally. I don't like a lot of what they have done with the physical card game recently. I don't particularly care for the Secret Lair stuff. I think some of it's cool, but it's like, it's a little excessive, in my view. So to me, I don't know, it's just a little underwhelming, and I think that that's going to continue to be the trend in general. Now, I mean, any new standard set is going to be fine, as it always would be, but like in general, it's just not that exciting. All right, we have continuously drawn cards that are not playable. Let's look for the keyword effects in Tech Builder. Yeah, that works. By the way, Megan Garrison, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you're doing well. Sylvan as well. That's a card. You can play. Not a great card, but a card nonetheless. Also, if anybody heard my dog bark, as soon as I went off stream really quick, she literally lays right underneath my chair. I literally rolled it like an inch and it hit her tail, and so I felt really bad. Oh man, bad day. She is okay, by the way. Fuck, they're gonna mutate it instant speed on this one of the. Honestly, really smart of them not to go all in on one. That's like the big downfall with Mutate, is that you can just take out one thing and it really messes up the game plan. Them kind of splitting it up is a... Yeah. Alright. Again, this is going to be a situation where we're just going to die very quickly, I think. But it is what it is. I want to win a game. Specifically with a bunch of tokens. And, like, do it the fun. But I just don't think we're going to get... Let's... This... Need to get something out there. What do we discard? A goblin, I think, and a Jace. Getting very bad draws. That's fine. It happens. We'll win one eventually. We'll be on stream for a little bit longer, probably not too much longer, just as a heads up. Getting close to 12 o'clock, so I gotta jump back on work. But just as a heads up. Opponent seems to be really considering their two options. Ah, okay. I want all the cards to not be so pushed or broken. I want cards that are actually playable and not cards that will break standard or any eternal format. Not have to be, yeah. The balancing issue, or the, like, issue in particular with, I think we do this. The issue in particular with, like, power creep, and that they're pushing a lot of cards in a new standard set that then affects not just standard, but as you mentioned, eternal formats, all that kind of stuff. That is a very real problem, and it's one that they haven't handled super well at all. And I agree with you. I don't really appreciate that. We're dead next. I think this alchemy thing is like their way of balancing it, but it's, in my opinion, like a very complicated way of solving the problem. Like, instead of trying to create a whole new format, rebalance cards on a regular basis, just balance cards to begin with. Like, we have a set design or a play design team in place of very capable people. Like, I mean, not that I know these people personally, but like, obviously you can see who's on that play design team. Some of them are very capable people. All of them have good experience and should know and be able to test these things. That's literally why they're there. I'm not getting it. I don't understand where all these issues continuously come from when that is the case, when we've got a team in place to solve those issues. It just seems ridiculous to me. Again, maybe I'm not thinking about it correctly. Maybe something, you know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. That's fine. But in general, it just seems crazy to me that we have so many issues. Look at the last couple of years and see how many things have had to be banned, or now how many things will be rebalanced. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm gonna let this hit. It really is just kind of insane to me. I don't even know that I need to do this, but we're gonna do this. Don't, truthfully. Really just gaining some of that life back. Yeah, I didn't need to shock myself, but we left a treasure token behind, so that's good. Setting us up a little bit. I'm assuming this is gonna be a pretty big turn. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big turn. Right. I'm gonna do this, I think. Kind of just need to draw some stuff. I'll make them mill. One of those is really good. Drop this. I played since Revised. Some sets are worse than others. Doctor, yeah, 100%. No, you're exactly correct. I mean, we're always gonna have sets that are gonna skew one way or the other. It's very difficult to get one like perfectly in the middle. Let me be clear in saying I don't think it's ever a case that a set will be 100% perfect, so I think that's an unrealistic goal to attain. But we certainly could do with less outliers. That's solely my view. And I think lately the outliers have been more in particular cards that have really overpowered a particular format or something like that. So I don't know. It just seems really, really strange that they hired a team to deal with these kinds of things, and then we still continue to get issues. Now, worth noting, some people expected those issues to be solved immediately. That's not how it would ever work. As great as that sounds, the reality is they do have to take the time to actually get things squared away. And let me be clear, Wizards, as I would hope everybody knows, is like years ahead of where we are. And by years, I think the estimate is like 2-ish years. So what that means is the sets that we're getting now, they were working on 2 years ago. And so, yeah, they hired a play design team, but they're not going to make a change like immediately. Just doesn't happen. Like, they're way too ahead of the curve to be able to do that, so naturally it's going to take a little bit of time. Now, all that to say, we're past that time, and that shouldn't be an issue at this point, but here we are. So, I don't know. It's weird, guys. It's very odd. They're going to kill Jace. Man. Just once I want this deck to work. I'm gonna play the Pyromancer just so we can dig further into the deck, honestly. Gotta do something. Worst case scenario, we're gonna bot match this just so we can have some fun with it, because it's a fun deck to play. This time this witness. Not that much in our grave. Throw this out. Scarily, they can probably get pretty close to 22 damage next turn. Between Calyx being able to probably get something off the top of their deck, they just got another land. Like, I'm assuming they can make this work, yeah. And that's all gonna build up with the, all the glitter. Oh, good. Now it has lifelink. Doc, you've been playing since Revised. That's awesome, dude. I really wish I had been playing that long. The question of the day today was, how long have you been playing Magic the Gathering? My first set was 7th edition, which came out in 2001. Which for a lot of people is probably a fairly long time. In the grand scheme of things, unfortunately it's not, but that's okay. Here's the deal, guys. We're gonna bot match this real quick. I just want to have some fun with it. That's literally all I wanted to do. Apparently it can't get wins though, so, or I can't get wins, I should say, because it's probably on my piloting. But let's just have a bot match. Let's just have a little fun real quick. I hate this new give me a march. Let's see. Let's just have some fun with it. This will be our last thing we do, most likely, because it is getting on towards 12 o'clock, so I'm going to have to jump off. Size of Rudy's. You probably do have a big collection, Doc. That's awesome. Let's do this so we don't... It really matters. Speaking of collections, guys, I mentioned it at the top of the video, but we do have a TCG Player store. You can find it over on our website or just, obviously, at TCG Player. But... I'm selling off quite a bit of my collection. So if anybody does want to pick anything up, feel free to take a look there. I'm trying to keep prices pretty low because I'm really just trying to get rid of a lot. And while I do want to make money off of it, I'm not like... I'll block here. Never put in the money just after Legends. It became play to play. Fair point, Doc. Definitely fair point. Let's do this. Actually gonna do the potentially irresponsible thing. I'm just gonna copy this. You lost your original collection? Hold on. Doc, please tell the story of how you lost your collection. I'm intrigued. Did something happen? Like, was it stolen or something? That's terrible. I hate to hear that. I'm not gonna block here. I want to keep these around. This is gonna be pretty interesting. All right, so if we do that, we can discard both of these. By pay to play, I mean meta, where you need a stack of 35 rares to play competitively. Yeah, that totally makes sense. But okay, I'm really interested in how you lost your collection or how that happened. I'm very sorry that happened. Cards are damaged by water. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I hate that. Was that like you were storing them somewhere and you had a flood in the house? Like, give me backstory, Doc. I want to know. I mean, I know I'm being nosy. I'm sorry. I hope that's okay. Put your collection on higher basement. Wow. Oh, that feels bad. All right, Doc. Yeah, I get you. Oh, I'm so sorry. That I really do hate that for you. I'm so sorry that that happened. Dude. Yeah, I am fortunate enough not to have lost any of my collection at any point, but I have sold out a number of times, which is perfectly fine, nothing wrong with that, but I'm selling out, not selling out 100%, but definitely selling a good bit again, and I'm kind of curious to see how all that goes. I'm gonna block like this. I'm sure there's some weird combat trick. Yeah, cool. That's fine. This is a bot match, guys. I'm not stressing about it. We're just having some fun. At the time, friend said, sorry, dual lands were only worth 20 a piece at a time. Oh. Oh, Doc. Can we all just share a little bit of love in chat for Doc? Because that hurts, man. That hurts. I only own a couple dual lands. I feel terrible for you. That must really hurt. I am so sorry, Doc. It wasn't a large loss when it happened, no power losses, but a nice stack of like. Oh, I am so sorry, Doc. You'll forever be remembered. I hate that. I hate that so much for you. Actually, I'm gonna cancel because we've got the thing. Oh, so years ago, I love Arena. Yeah. And that's a fair reason to want to play digitally, to be fair. Block here. Yeah, I feel for you, dude. I really feel for you. Alright. Gain a little bit of life back. This is the kind of cool part about this little interaction. Alright, let's drop this. This could be a really sick turn. Or we could win absolutely no flips and it not matter. I guess, yeah, that's fine. I was kind of worried, Doc, about my collection as well. Not thinking I was going to, do I even, not so much worried about the flooding incident, or anything like that, but I was hoping that I could get, like, insurance on it all and that kind of stuff, and then I'm like, you know, I gotta pay for a house at some point, and, like, do that kind of stuff, which is, like, in the near future. In case you don't know, I got married somewhat recently, all that, so I'm like, I could just, you know, like, not worry about all that, sell off a lot of it, and still keep a good bit. I think the play is definitely for us to keep most of the collection, but the idea is to set collect now. So for anybody that might not know, I guess, like, the idea is I just want to get one of every card in each set. That's it. I'm not doing anything else, not stressing about it. So I'm selling off. I used to keep play sets of everything, which was fun, but obviously a lot. Now I don't have to do all that. I'll rip 2 packs a set from Walmart, but it's just for show. Played Sleeveless. Oh wait, I bet I lost 3 Demonic Tutors. Forgot. Oh, Demonic Tutor. What a great card. We'll throw the land out. We're not finishing this game, by the way, until we get like a crap ton of stuff out. That's the goal. You can see how this deck works pretty quickly here, though. Oh, that's good. Double Mirror March on a Wily Goblin. Nope. 1. That's not that good. That's really not that good. Alright, we'll pass. I guess I could have attacked. It mattered. Alright. Cool. I do really like all the life gain that this deck does. Allow for. Nice combo. Yeah, Doc, this is a fun little combo. Oh, wow. Look at that. We got 3 Llanowar Elves. This is the fun part of the deck. This is what you don't get to see on the ladder because it's not good enough to do it. But it is still a really fun deck. Again, we're waiting. Oh, it's so stupid. We gotta get something good. Gotta get something good. Era of the Peaks is yep. Alright, hear me out. Here's what I want to do. I want both of these to die so I can bring Risen Reef back with the Timeless Witness, so then we can keep going. I'm tuning a Necro Duality Maskwood Nexus. Ooh. Doc, you gotta share that with us. Are you in our Discord? If you're not, you certainly should be. I'm very interested in that. Nothing there. Give me 1. Alright, 1. I'm cool with 1. That'll allow us Wily Goblin. Let's go for this. Alright, give me something. No. No! Oh my gosh! How? God, we suck. Mirror March really not coming in clutch this game. Alright. That's fine though. We got a couple there. And we got 1 there. With Cemetery Gatekeeper, I don't remember exactly what Cemetery Gatekeeper does, to be honest. Alright. We've got a lot of life. But again, we don't have what we want yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. We have infinite mana, basically. We can play whatever we need to play. And we just keep gaining more of these guys, which is great. All right. Stop. I really wish I had this on the Risen Reef, because that's the goal, is to get that on a Risen Reef. If you can do that, man, you are golden. Don't get me wrong, the life gain is great, but Risen Reef is what kind of forwards the game plan. Okay, there's Jace. I'll happily take a Jace. We're gonna mill this. Draw a card, give me something. Goblin. How are we this bad at flipping a coin? What is this? That's fine. Everything's fine. Jace is nice though, because eventually we can just draw 7. So I'll take that. Ooh, 1, 2. Stop. 1, 2, 5. I do this. Exile a card for a graveyard. Opponent takes 2 damage. Playing a card sharing a type red. Oh yes. Okay, yes. I do know what card you're talking about. That's a nice little card. I like that. Alright. Do this. Give me something. Okay. There's all 3 Mirror Marches. Can't be upset about that. Now let's go for the Gilded Goose. If this is the thing we get 1,000,000 tokens of, I'm gonna be... Alright, cool. I don't have to riot. I was still hoping for something, but like, whatever. We're not attacking until we're finished with the game. All right. We did it. It's all good. Perfect. Fucking like this. Currently getting absolutely overrun by real necro zombies. Zombies lists are like kind of sick right now, to be honest. Stop giving land. Need something good. Just something. Glasspool Mimic. Alright, now we're talking. So, what we can do, copy the Risen Reef. Now we get triggers off of both. Take action. Enters towers. Oh ho ho, yes. How? Whatever. Alright, there are the peaks, go. This might finish. Oh, yes. Okay. Do this. We'll just, do the thing. Oh. Okay, I was gonna say, did it not? Okay, I was about to say, all right, we did it. We did it. That's all I needed to know. This is all I needed. That makes me happy. These all trigger, oh yeah. Just, all right. We did it! Thank goodness. All right. Guys, granted it was a bot match, but we did it. What an interesting deck this is. It's not good. It was very, very fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, guys, please check out the TCG Player Store. Check out the website, itresolvesmtg.com. We've got, obviously, videos posted there. We've got our proxy gallery. We've got all kinds of stuff. We even have our own shop if you're interested in picking up some merch. And again, please consider joining if you did enjoy this stream. We will be doing this a little bit more often once we get through the holidays and, of course, all that stuff. So thank you guys so much. I love you all. Have a fantastic day. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I should have the challenge week up just as a heads up, so do look for that. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you again very soon.